Wake up, America. So I've been hearing by like word of mouth stories of people who have like I don't know, had like negative experiences in town, um, but like they've all been word of mouth. Until today, I found a primary source, and she felt comfortable revealing her story to me, but she did not want me to say her name, so I will not, for for various reasons. Um, I completely understand, but I'm gonna read you her story verbatim, how she sent it to me. Um, so again, like everything else on this channel, take it as you will. But here we go. On the night before the walkout, no, so November 15th, going into the 16th, I'd gotten into a fight with my boyfriend and I needed to clear my head, so I decided to take a walk. At around 4 a.m., I went out into town because I didn't feel safe on campus. I thought it was empty, but when I was in front of Miss Saigonish, I saw someone in full KKK, the Ku Klux Klan, yes, garb, hood and all, across the street where all the bars are. I decided my walk was over and started heading home, but I saw the person walk parallel to me across the street from the corner of my eye. So I called the police while I was walking across the street to Bank of America, and they told me to get home and lock my door. Now, I'm going to pause there. She called the police, which is reasonable because the KKK, there was a Klansman following her, and the police's reaction was for her to go home and lock her door. Mind you, since she is a student, she like lives on campus, and she's currently in town. So that's assuming she can make it home before oh boy catches up with her. Also, that is probably the last bit of advice I have ever heard anyone give anyone who's being followed is to go home. Like, not, oh, we'll dispatch somebody, like, get somewhere safe. Is there someone that you can call? Which are all things that I would have told someone who was being followed by anyone. Like, if you're being followed, you just, like, going home is not the advice that you should be getting from the police. The police should be like, oh, we're sending someone in your general direction right now. Try and get to a safe place. Phone a friend. This is now my advice to all of you all. Like, if you're ever being followed by anyone, make sure you get someone on the phone with you after you call the police, just so that way someone can hear what is happening to you in real time, because if she didn't make it home, no one would know her story. Let me continue. Let's see. Go home and lock my door. I took the crossing in front of AJ Hastings and booked it home. And when I was on campus, basically by Williston, one of the dorms on campus, I turned around and saw the Klansman had turned around and was walking past Converse towards town. Now, if he made it all the way from town to Converse, he was following her for a bit. Like, from Miss Saigon's to Converse Hall, it's a pretty decent distance. Like, I don't know the exact miles, but it's like a pretty decent distance. And so like that was like the events, but this was her reaction to it. She said, my first thought was, oh, I'm the third one, yikes. And yeah, she is the third person who I've heard being followed by Klans people in town. I personally have been avoiding town like the plague once the sun goes down, but this is the third person that I've heard, but she's the first like primary source that I got. And my second thought was me wondering if I'd even make it home. Didn't turn around, didn't engage, just walked and then ran. And the Klansman was looking at me. I still have nightmares about that. Not gonna lie. So it's real. What people are feeling is real. Like, this is terrifying. This is traumatizing. And for people to be in an area where they're supposed to feel safe. Like, we're here to get our higher education. And we're not here to be concerned about whether or not a man in a hood is going to snatch us up in the middle of the night because we needed a walk. Like, this is actually ridiculous. She is a woman of color. Again, take all of this as you will, but 3 weeks ago there weren't Klansmen in the street. Just saying. People, wake up, America. It's time.